There we go. We are back. Let me... But it defaulted it to being unlisted. Let me go ahead and republicize this. Oh, and I also reset the game. Hold on, guys. Minecraft 2011. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. No slow-mo, chat replay, unlisted, public, yay. Okay, well, sorry for those of you who got that notification twice, but it did not auto-reconnect properly. So this will show up as a second stream in the second video on my channel, but this is the same stream as a few seconds ago, obviously, with the same name, whatever. That's fine. Currently expanding the reactor if you just clicked onto this VOD. We just made a fusion in the last one. Go watch that. Obviously. You should go watch that one first. So yeah, let's go ahead and stop this. Water can stay. Pipes will have to move. Oh, I don't have air affinity to... Okay. Then I'm just going to swipe the bottom out. And this part. Don't break the fissile rod assembly. I'm 99 to 100% sure breaking the fissile rods will cause some problems. Man, not having example circuit breaker. What? Interesting. I just did it my own way. Okay. And obviously this side as well. Trying very hard. I'm pretty sure the fissile rod assembly does have to stay intact at all points. Unless I were to pump the fuel out first, which I didn't do. Actually, that would have been smart. Probably should have just done that. But anyways. Fission... casing. And this way, we won't be at 100% burn rate all the time because, you know, I doubt I'll be able to have the water, like, the water built up enough to make this thing run at 100% ever, but that's okay. I don't really want to. Okay, I probably will find it out and do it anyways because why not? That's just kind of how I am. I don't even know how big this is. I didn't even look. Okay. looking pretty good. Get this fission ports. Oh. Did I make this too long? No, that's fine. Why was there? Oh, because of the corner. It makes this a 15 control rod reactor now. Which is pretty big. Not the biggest I've ever made, but definitely obviously the biggest mechanism one I've ever made, since this is also the first mechanism one I've ever made. So, why aren't you finishing? Did I use structural grass on accident? No. Man, I swear, it's always like, try your best to figure out what's wrong. Fissile fuel, but it's okay. Oh, there it goes. No idea what I did, but I don't care. Okay. Then some of this. Then some of this. Then we're going to want our logic adapters. How did I have it? I had one, then a computer. Oh, not any computer. It does matter. This computer. And it was wired too. So computer, redstone, modem, adapter. That's right, it connects for some reason. Then a fusion, two more fusion ports that detect specific redstone signals like high temperature. And what did I do last time? High temperature. Guess we'll do critical damage. I mean, the computer will detect most of the other non-critical failure modes. And remember to change the name of this one. Oh my god. Gotta be my favorite way to kill these guys, for sure. Sucks to suck. Alrighty. So... oh yeah, waste out. And then in our assembly again, to turn the waste into plutonium and polonium. Polonium. Well, I'll keep it. Then our reaction chamber to turn those two into pellets. Even though I'm only going to use the polonium to make antimatter, and plutonium's basically not going to be made anymore. Additionally, I'm going to get rid of the storage container, even though I know it doesn't decay that much. I'm telling by how much these actually can store by looking at the other one that we had, the one for the fusion reactor. That one had no problem. So here we're outputting coolant. Here we're outputting nothing. Beautiful. Those guys are inputting coolant. Bunch of coolant. You are inputting fuel. Get this. Get some of this. Acceleration cards, just because why not? And fissile fuel. Sure, however that's spelled. Now you'll very quickly get filled with more fissile fuel. Yeah, you do use thousands of Aravitic. Well, there you go. Nah, you're still running on the slow side there. Shit. Shouldn't be too big of a deal. Is that the fissile fuel? Oh, perfect. What I'll do is I'll pressure I will funnel fissile fuel from here into there and then disable this one's ability to input fissile fuel. And then whenever the reactor starts running, it will just kind of get rid of it. Speaking of which, we should be able to start running it now. Let's take a look. Let's turn our burn rate down to 2. Yep. Oh, that is going to take forever. Let's upgrade it to elite. Problem solved. Where are you getting this from? Stop. There. There we go. I can now crank out an unbelievable amount. Great. Let's go ahead and turn you off. Then got some more ports. Let's go ahead and restart you. There we go. Now we'll automatically run. Let's set up the redstone. That's right! It's not even using the redstone. So edit, startup. Instead of turning the reactor on and off, just turn the redstone on and off. That's how I was supposed to do it. Man, the failsafe wouldn't have even worked if I needed it to. That's good to know. Okay. Transition to the code. Computer craft. Computer craft. Oh, you have the wrong computer. You've Gotta be 8. There's no way you're not 8. Yeah, you're 8. Don't do any of this. If shut down, then rs.set output back to false. Copy this. Set you to true. And then before we turn off, just set it to false. Now, you should be set to... Gotta get VS Code out of here. Go away. Still can't see my mouse. Close VS Code. Can see my mouse. Yay. I wonder whose fault that is. Okay. Set you to normal. Then when I restart you, there we go. Then again, we need to grab these 2 redstone signals and make like a piston shutdown gate. Piston shutdown gate. Piston shutdown gate. Okay. Now if this were to get turned on for any reason, we get pistoned. To test this, just activate it with the redstone torch. Oh no, it's too hot. Beautiful. Okay. So now we have a much larger reactor capable of outputting a substantially higher amount of steam. I like the idea of this being coded, actually. I know I broke the wall over there. You are not my building gadget. I know I broke the wall over there when that happened to it, but... Beautiful. Now you can burn a fuck ton of fuel. Like a ton of fuel. So let's take a look. We have our polonium storing up. Let's go ahead and create our output. Set you to none. Pressurized cable. Full of polonium. Turn you up to, let's try 30. We know we could do 25, so this isn't that big of a gap. Beautiful. How are we flowing? Steam input, still not quite peaking the max. We'll try 32. Watching our water. $35. $40. Getting pretty close now. Each turbine is producing about 3.38 million RF a tick. Let's crank this up to 50. Definitely exceeding, getting close to exceeding these turbines now. 3.5 million RF a tick. Inputting, receiving just a copious amount of RF now. That is beautiful to see. Beautiful to see. More turbines, for sure. That's what I expected. When I first started this mod, I was like, man, the amount of turbines I need is surprisingly low. Nope, not true. You definitely do. Pretty quickly need quite a lot. How much can you transfer? Each tube can hold 1,000 buckets of throughput a tick. This can exceed that. It's not, but it could. Thing is I really want to turn up our fusion reactor. I know I just made a big reactor, but that reactor, it was actually less efficient because the input required for uses a lot of power as well. Obviously, I could turn it down by removing some speed upgrades from all these because, I mean, one of the 3 of each machines is running at a time, but I would like to have that overhead. Whereas this machine, I mean, it's taken some, like, I mean, half of the fuel is solar powered here. And this is it, and it's making about as much RF as a reactor probably is. Plus a little more, because some of it's turning into fuel on its own. If I take this out, will you stop doing that? Or will you just, like, make too much power and waste it? You'll just make some power. I wonder if that fills up. How that will eventually do that. Yeah. Watch this and make it explode. It probably will increase the casing temperature, which I should watch out for. But we're really good on water. That is my only concern, is that we'll run out of water. If it does even stop, which I don't think it will. I think it has like it has no way for it to stop making just a little bit of power normally. So we're just going to keep it running. Keep it chewing through some power. Ooh, that's right. We aren't chewing through enough of this. Let's turn you up to 600, and let's bypass the limit for a few seconds just to chew through what's existing in there. And then let's transfer the limit down to like 500,000. Re-enable our limit. We might have flipped you off from waste. Seems like it did. No, definitely didn't. Should be getting to daytime pretty soon here. Might need a second solar neutron activator. Oh, nope, we don't. I made it anyways. Yay! And obviously I don't really care about that right now. I'm just trying to get my polonium. So we're gonna need like probably 700,000 on both of them now, creating quite a lot more waste than we were before. Still going up. Let's do 900. Still going up. Duplicate it. It's 9 million. Still going up. Breach 1.2. Breaching 1 million now. We're on about 2 million on each. We are now substantially going down. Let's pull you back down to 1 million. There we go. Exactly what I want. Just slowly ticking down. Maybe even a little slower than that. We'll drop you to 1 point. Probably just 1.1 should be good enough. Yeah, and remember, it will catch up overnight and turn back off. So even if it is slightly going up, which it isn't, that should be fine too. Receiving about 8 million, tanking about 3 million. So looking good, looking good. We could definitely start making some more waste now. We're at 50. Let's try 53. I think we are going to hit the limit of these turbines before we hit the limit of this reactor, so that is a little upsetting. Let's just cramp it up to 60. Fuck it. We are climbing. Once we start seeing steam building up in the reactor, we know we need to turn it down. Each reactor making over 4 million RF a tick each. That is amazing to see. But it does look like that will hit our peak. We're basically touching it. Let's try a 63. That should be it. Yeah, there we go. Basically, we're kissing the ceiling of what we can produce. Still chewing through our polonium. Let's obviously turn these up again. Climbing polonium quite quickly. So let's add that 200,000 back. And that 100,000 back for that one. Still climbing. Let's give it a 1.5. Climbing very slowly, so I'm going to cram you up. 1.3. Should start seeing that polonium go down now. Oh yeah, perfect. Realistically, I could calculate it very easily on exactly how much, but again, once we hit overnight, it will chew through any extra and do all that stuff, so it's not exactly consistent, so whatever. We always have our trillion RF back that we had when we started this endeavor. Kind of funny. Dude, that's funny. He's dying every time he comes. Oh my god. We are injecting 6 a tick. If I upgraded our pumps, we very, very easily could be getting like way higher than that. I mean, we are producing tons of lithium, and this thing is basically just making as much as it pleases. Looks like one fully upgraded rotary condenser is about 1 solar neutron activator worth of output. Let me move you. You save your stuff, so I don't care. Lithium's basically free at this point. Get some pressurized tubes in here. Turn you to output checked on. Get our lithium back inside of you. It's liquid lithium though. Where do those mechanical tubes go? Oh, they're right there. Okay. Put some of that lithium in. go back to fluids, input, output, perfect. Our flex point is still here. We'll plus U on top, give you some energy cables, get a second condenser, rotary condensator 9000. Making some lithium. And go some underneath here. Temporary, guys, I promise. Beautiful. So yeah, it looks about exactly... Actually, it looks like one of them's keeping two of them alive, because this one isn't upgraded yet. Well then... have your speed. Here we are, we ran out of lithium. And then let me make you as fast with some speed upgrades. And at least then we'll have some form of efficiency somewhere in this entire thing. There you go. You probably are using way less RF now. Producing the same amount. Let me go home. Figure out why we don't have any lithium. Because this thing... Yeah, brine. That's what I thought. Run low on brine. Brine being used by this thing and the other thing means it's going to chew through quite a bit. Now what we could do, and what I've been wanting to do, is because of the fact that those things need heat, we can make a second brine production factory that pipes out some heat from our fusion reactor, making it a lot more efficient than just using the power to do it. So let's do that. We have this nice spot here to build that, and I wasn't planning on making a second reactor at any point. So let's try to make some thermal evaporation blocks. The maximum height for this thing, isn't it? Copper alloy. Let's see how you describe it. Mechanism 1. You don't seem to have anything about it, which I don't blame you for. It's a lot of ways of getting brine. Well, not really. This is basically the only feasible way of making brine. I just wanted to see if there was a separate like length of base we can make, or if 4x4 is the maximum. Back to the wiki. Transition. Oh, actually, go back to Minecraft. I have to search. Industrial turbine. Let's do... Ooh. Food is ready. Thermal electric boiler. I'm thinking of the wrong thing. I meant... thermodynamic conductor. Wait. What is this thing called? Thermal evaporation. Thermal evaporation block? Used to make a thermal evaporation plant. It's a 4x4 with a minimum height of 3 with a maximum height of 18. Yep, so it does have to be a 4x4. That's okay though. I mean, it makes a lot, so I'm not super concerned about it. What I can also do is move our lithium production right here as well. Just barely fits. It's actually really lucky. And make our lithium and our brine here. At least it's cheap. I think that's 18. Then some of these valves. We need 1 for the heat, 2 for the liquids and stuff. Don't have a spare port, so we are gonna have to try to break this. How do I do that? Let me look before I do that. Mech fusion reactor break. Huge question about the fusion reactor. Just created one, it's doing fine. Oh. Yeah, okay. Interesting. Huh. It doesn't seem to have any information about breaking it. What I assume is I should let it die. and play it safe. Let it cool off all the way. For some reason, you're not still getting water. Oh, because I need to keep the injection rate to 2. Let's do that, and then... Come on, it should still be hard enough to keep running. No? Oh, no, you cooled quick. Oh, it's because it's working. Never mind. It's doing exactly what I wanted it to. So you need to be like, what, 500 Kelvin, 600 Kelvin for it to start running again. So I'm just going to let it completely cool off. And there's no, you know, thing inside. And then I'm going to break this block. Yay! No explosion. I don't think it would have. It seems like these things have no condition of which they could break or damage blocks. And in fact, I even saw a post talking about the reactor, and his reactor exploded, and it didn't do anything to the world, apparently. I don't know if that's true. I think that thing definitely does, but I don't know. Maybe I'm misunderstanding him. So we have to turn that off when I turn this back on, because it's going to suck up a bunch of water, and, you know, that's not good. So turn this all off. That's going to shut off. This whole, all of our nuclear science center is going to stop working. That's fine. We need another fusion port. And frankly, I kind of want to put a couple more on, just because I don't want to do this again. So one fusion port there. And then let me just add like another one up here just because I can. And just another one to the face. That way we have plenty of ports and I could figure it out if I needed to. Since I have one more. Sure. There we go. Now we need thermodynamic cables, the ultimate ones, because I'm rich and I don't care. So we're gonna need I already made these. So here's yours. Oh, because you're not formed. Are you too tall? You're probably too tall. That's my first guess. You also don't do the redstone thing, like the when you turn on. Okay. I need the controller block. That would do it. Okay. 2. There we go. You are hot. Very, very hot. Kilokelvin's crazy. And we can start pumping water in. Don't want to share the water from our please don't blow up my entire base machine, because that would be pretty stupid. No matter how much you want to. You are making a ton of brine. Okay. Tubes. Pumping brine. 900 millibuckets a day. I think that's just straight up the maximum one of these can make. Because that's also how much the other one was making in my base. So that is my assumption. Like how it is blue hot. Can I put the port on the bottom? Yes, I can. There we go. And you are also scalding hot. Then I need a duplicate of this ender tank. And then I do have a brine ender tank that I will probably use as well. Well, I don't know. Maybe keeping this just for my lithium is fine. Because it is still a limit, of course. So let's add a valve here. Our last one. Turn you to none. Extract. Ooh, not into wait. Oh no. Oh, you're full of XP anyways, never mind. And I already forgot our colors, but it was like purple, red, and gray in some random order. Gray. Dark gray. Oh, it is dark gray. Goes... Nice. Your temp is still climbing. I wonder if it maybe makes sense to detect the temperature of this and stop it from doing that. I don't really want to be piping out, you know, thousands of my power into here. Maybe I should use a thermodynamic pipe that's substantially worse. Oh no, your conductivity stays the same. It's just insulation that improves. Let's do it anyways. Let's see. How about you here? No, you're still extremely hot. Well, let me put a configurator and turn this to be redstone activated. Redstone sensitivity on. And just do it detecting. Can I detect the heat with a computer? Probably not. I'd be super surprised if I could. I can. There's a lot of stuff in here. Get output needed production. Get temperature. Dot get temperature. It's a function. Do you work? You do, and that's very, very high. So what we can do is just kind of loop it to keep turning off and on. Just laser wrench it. Connect. And for right now, what I'll do is I'll just rs.set output to true because it's already like insanely hot. So we just kind of want to let it cool off, honestly. That's an item card. There we go. And then I will replace this with a lever. And also add a second input card so I can manually override it, because once this computer turns off, it will stop outputting the redstone. Okay, so that's off now. We're making brine. Bunch of it. Making lithium. Quite a bit of it. Still, like, so curious. That is kind of upsetting. Oh, so your height is not the max. That's probably why you're not producing as much as you could. Let's 15, 16, 17, 18. There we go. Now you're making even more. Nice. Still not enough to have a surplus, but that's okay. $500,000 Kelvin is an unfathomable temperature. It's insane. Okay, so let's see. We got that set up. We added the ports, so you can get your fuel back. Then we need that thingy, the like whole RAM. I don't know what this is or what this does, but it's a thing I need, so. Place you in there. And then we're gonna have to do that annoying laser thing again, unfortunately. But I'll probably wait to do that because I am out of time. But let me start the reactor at least so we can keep making our polonium. Let's see. Need to turn you down to 20. Gotta slowly start the reactor so we can get our water. There we go. Let's go up to 25 now. And we should be good just to jump back up to 60. There we go. Let's go, because we're not using the turbines for anything else, we could probably try 70, then 80, then our max 90. Beautiful. And that actually saturates them pretty close, which is very cool to see. Then let's turn these back up. Probably just hop it up to 2 million. 1.9. 1.7. Oh, actually perfect. Okay, great. And then we'll let the lithium build back up. Using up all of the heat. So incredibly hot. But our fusion reactor is not still incredibly hot. No, it's still a couple thousand Kelvin. There we go. I probably got rid of the rest of it. Alright, well I'll let this run for a little while, and then I'll log on and check it out. But we should hopefully almost have an antimatter, but no. No, we don't almost have an antimatter. Okay. Well, hey, our reactor is using copious amounts more fuel now, so hopefully that helps out. Our temperature is getting pretty high, though. It is getting pretty close to the good old damage point. It's actually basically walking on it. I don't know how to prevent that. Oh, the sodium. That's right. Once we switch to sodium, we'll be able to run it hotter. But for right now, we cannot. This is basically the limit of what a water-cooled reactor can do before it starts damaging itself, which is upsetting. Yeah. Okay, cool. Still producing enough RF to break even, hopefully. Oh, easily. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's all for now. I'll hopefully be on in a couple days. We'll see how that turns out. I do want to get this thing, more turbines, and this thing actually seriously running. like making some serious power, because obviously before it was making some serious power, but as we can clearly see, just that one nuclear reactor, the standard fission one, is also saturating your turbines just as much, and it is much easier to keep running. So I want to get that thing producing, I want to say in the double digits of millions at least, but we'll see. Double digits of million, that would be at least 9 turbines, which isn't too bad actually. I had another world, not with Mekanism reactors, but I had like 14 or 16 turbines running in them, and just 2 9x9 bigger reactors, and I think I had more than 14 turbines. That thing was kicking out close to 1 million RF a tick. RF nowadays is like, you know, it's not the same as it used to be, and that was a lot of energy. But yeah, hopefully we'll get to the double digits of millions. I want to at least get like maybe 10, 15 million RF a tick, and if that proves to be a little easy, then I want to hit 50 million. 50 million would be really interesting. That would be definitely well in excess of the most I've ever made before, so that would be really cool. But anyways, that's all I have time for today. So hopefully I'll be back on soon. We'll see. But no promises. But yes.